The CW has shown itself to be one of the most prominent studios out there, and we can see why that is the case. They have many shows under their belt, but today, we are here to talk about the Flash series, particularly some of the scenes in the TV show that actors managed to call some of their least favorite scenes to film in their entire career. And without further ado, let's jump right in. Teddy Sears as Jay Garrick, starting you all off with a pretty easy one, and that is one of the fan favorites of the series, Teddy Sears. Over the course of the series, he showed just how much he loves the show and the roles he played. Yes, he did 2 roles so far. However, even before he appeared as Jay Garrick from Earth 2, we knew that he is eventually going to become Hunter Zolomon, aka Zoom. However, the worst part about this is that he also knew where his future in the show leads. Thus, over many interviews, he shared that he is always ready to be back on the show after being absent for several seasons. He had a prominent role whenever the spotlight was on him. He managed to pull Zoom's character to perfection, and fans loved him for that. Even he said that Zoom has to be one of the characters he loves the most out of all the roles he's had so far in his career, and we can see his love and passion for the character on his face whenever he is asked about it. However, before becoming Zoom, he played the role of Jay Garrick, the Flash from Earth 2. The second season of the show saw Teddy Sears debut as Jay Garrick, who served as something of a mentor to Barry Allen's The Flash, but also a love interest to Caitlin Snow. As he says it, this period in the series was his least favorite one, as in a way, he had to do this part before eventually becoming Zoom, the character he loved the most. Thus, this transition made his Jay Garrick look bland and dull, a charisma vacuum who never fit in with the rest of the team. However, that was before Zoom, and the rest is history. Kid Flash vs. Plunder. Wally West, or Kid Flash, has a much greater impact in the comics when compared to the live action, and many fans that have read the comics will agree with this. Thus, when Wally West first got his powers, fans were excited to see Kid Flash in action and part of the team, with the thought behind him and what he brings to the table. Sadly, that was not the case. When he debuted in the series as a speedster, many assumed that another speedster would lead to more epic action from the series. While it was true in some cases, especially in the more recent season, at the beginning, it seemed like the show was just pushed to introduce the character, and ultimately did not know what to do with him. This was also the case with Kyan Lonsdale's Kid Flash, as he said that in the beginning when he became a speedster, he often felt like he was hindering the whole thing instead of helping. This was evident in the fight scenes against Plunder, one of the weakest villains in the show so far, a forgettable villain on the account that he did not possess any enhanced skills. So he was just a guy with a futuristic rifle. Thus, it was strange to see 2 speedsters, Kid Flash and the Flash, not being able to stop him, taking them much longer than what the fans expected. A scene eventually leading to be told to the public by Kynan as one of his least favorite scenes to film for the series, with him feeling like he is something of a blunder himself, not fitting into this whole thing whatsoever. Jay Garrick vs. Savitar. Jay Garrick and Savitar were one of the most exciting characters in the show, each of them in their own right. Jay Garrick became the fan favorite, that is, after John Wesley Shipp took over the role, the same actor who was Barry Allen's father. But he is from Earth 2, and he is a speedster now, serving as his mentor and teammate on Flash's future endeavors. The older fans were also excited to see John in the costume of a speedster, as he was the first Flash that appeared in the original live-action series back in the 1990s. However, even he has not so favorite scene in the series, and that is his fight scene with Savitar. While the writing can sometimes falter, the biggest thing that keeps the show from being as great as possible is its budget. The Flash series being on the CW means that sometimes its CGI will be great, and other times it will be so bad that it ruins entire moments, scenes, and even episodes. The fight between Jay and Savitar can be a prime example of this. This proved to be one of the least favorite scenes to film for John, as he was forced to take turns in the fight, with him being poorly constructed and replaced with an obvious CGI model. Thus, the entire fight also looked very floppy, as John looked extremely rubbery, with the show first not letting him perform, and secondly, the CGI not being done properly. Danielle Panabaker and the Stitches. The least favorite scenes to film for almost every actor on the planet are the most dangerous ones, where one might get hurt, which was the case for Danielle Panabaker's character of Caitlin Snow this time around, revealing to us her least favorite scene, from which she got away with an injury that eventually required treatment and 7 stitches applied. During the filming of the second season, Caitlin Snow, aka Killer Frost, was kicking butts all around. However, during one of the fight scenes, she deemed too dangerous herself, but decided to shoot it. She dropped to the floor, hitting her head and scarring her face right above the right eyebrow. After which, she was transported to the hospital, getting the needed treatment and tests done on her, and resumed shooting, not missing a single day of work. Flash dodging cars. The Flash is the lead character of the show, and everything revolves around him, as it could have been any other way. But with that kind of a status in a series, you have to get your hands dirty. Considering this is a DC Universe TV show, it means that all the characters have to do some kind of supernatural stunt to keep the viewers entertained and prove himself as the superhero we all know them to be. Now yes, all of the actors on set have stunt doubles. However, not every scene can be done with a stunt double on set, and that kind of situation partly comes at a cost. The main actor has to do a stunt needed for the scene that eventually puts him in danger, and this was also the case for Grant Gustin's The Flash, as he was involved in a scene where he had to dodge a spinning car coming his way. A scene which was also one of his least favorite scenes to film. In the scene, the stunt double was in the middle of the road when a spinning car was coming towards him. But when the driver had to hit the brakes, they were not working, hitting the stuntman, with him walking away with only a bruise or two. According to Grant, this scene was the least favorite to film. After the stunt double got hit by the car, there are 2 reasons behind his thinking. Firstly, the car's brakes might not work again, finding himself in the same situation. And secondly, his mind was everywhere at the point, thinking on all fronts, what would happen if he gets hit by the car? He might not get so lucky, right? On a related note, tell us down in the comments below, what do you think about the scenes listed above? But also, tell us how excited are you about the upcoming season 8 of the series, which is said to be the ultimate finale. And also, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon if you would like to see more videos like this in the future. Thank you for watching, and we will see you next time.